Hi, Dan here, broadcasting live from Eagles Flight headquarters. Since the last meeting, I've offered you a free session of experiential learning, which you have attended and learned the ins and outs of training expertise. Over the 25 years of Eagles Flight career advice, we have come a long way, receiving a Stevie's Award for higher learning and dealing with Fortune 500 companies. As the Eagles Flight Center is Canadian-based, it fits in perfect to a Canadian brand name, with English excellence and a specialty for local standards. As Shoppers Drug Mart head office is going through an internal workforce revolution, I have assessed your current problems with solutions and guaranteed a fine-tuning of employee skills and qualifications to lead to a changing industry and customer-oriented package in the marketplace. I'd like to first sit and talk to you about your internal problems as a company and workforce. I last asked you about your productivity and working conditions, stating that your productivity and motivation was down. Well, Eagles Flight can help with this. This leads me to believe you need my expertise to inflict greater rewards and productivity in the company environment, so we've gathered together preliminary advantages to training programs for productivity being improvement in overall working standards. Now, looking at more serious threats to your company workforce, I noticed that you have the following difficulties in store from further consulting: employee behavior differences, inconsistent managing, unsafe working conditions, leadership inefficiencies, poor and slow service, unproductive workforce. Now I have outlined 3 programs tailored for you that will help you better solve your problems. These are events and conferences that help achieve better results in the workforce and help train specifically employees who can then improve their working conditions. So first up, lined up, I have Promises. It deals with service-oriented interactions to gain appropriate guidelines to customer contact with experiential learning. This is the plus to look outside your own self and see the bigger picture of customers and companies, outlooks and expectations. I can take an employee who is selfish, turn them into a complete package that cares about the customer, which is important, and company, which is also more important, by showing extra efforts in relationship building. This perception-shattering experience with experiential learning can take a regular employee and make them stand out in the business by separating boarders and organization members, by using strong ethics and workmanship in a behavior change cycle, which is our own 5-step process of changing behaviors and attitudes to adapt to consumer preferences. This can become a serious advantage and give productive teams even more to hone in on in service excellence. I also have another program here which is very important and has been very popular in the last year, and we've been getting tons of people showing up for it, which are Fortune 500 companies, from automotive to pharmacy and whatnot. So I have Goal of the Desert Kings. It converts activity into productivity and maximizes results. You use gamification, which is problem solving, not games in the sense of board games and Monopoly and whatnot, but it's games, it's problem solving techniques like jargon and whatnot that you can transform an employee who is maybe not well in team building situations or employee differences and take them out of that context and make them problem solve so that they can change their solutions in how they interact with people in the workforce. This conference will create an experience that differs between activity and productivity, where there is a fine line at Shoppers Drug Mart. It means sink or swim for a business. A learning experience situation will face employees with challenges that bring them to the other side of understanding and help turn regular workers into something more productive for the company, which is very crucial in today's economy. In this conference, you can take regular Shoppers employees and gather resources for them that plan and convert goals to action and better execute in a changing with environment to maximize results and employee performance. Last up, we have an event conference that is also very popular. It's called Redline Racing, where it focuses on agility and drives pace to a speedy performance, so changing a regular employee into someone faster and more productive in the workforce so you can keep up with changing sales and the promotions and whatnot day to day. So Redline Racing will challenge Shoppers employees to deliver a performance at high speed under real-life pressures and environments, plus competitive workforces, while using experiential learning again to tackle the company's ongoing problems, which are slow service and unproductive work ethics, like I said earlier. These skills will become transferable and associate real working situations with the training to better appropriate goals, gather and evaluate information, and gain team consensus in order to obtain quick, efficient results. So these 3 conferences outline the solutions to Shopper Drug Mart that I offer to you to fix your problems and have the best direction in motivating an employee and developing their skills for the future and the new working economy. And I hope this fits your needs for a training service program, and we'll be contacting you with a follow-up within 5 business days. Thank you, Eagles Flight.